Welcome back. Our next guest is a therapist here in the Forest City and recently won the Learners Healthcare Champions Award for the work that she does. To continue on with our Mental Health Awareness Week, please welcome Scholastica Asahchop, who will also share strategies to improve our mental wellness. Hello, Scholastica, and welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
No problem. And congratulations, you are one of the Learners Healthcare Champions. What an amazing accomplishment.
Thank you. Thank you. It's quite an honor.
So tell us a little bit about, with that, there's $5,000 that you get from learners to donate to a charity of your choice. Can you tell us a little bit about the charity that you chose?
Yes. So I did pick my church, Grace Assembly, R.S.W here in London. So I lead the welfare department, and there we do a lot of outreach. We help we help families in need in the church. So it's always a need in this area, or especially when we go out and see the homeless. So it takes a lot. So we're gonna be using this money to do some of the outreach work. We call it outreach ministry, where we will go out and feed the poor. Christmas, we will do hampers. We also have our children's ministry where they do different activities. Like, for example, they're having a free summer camp this summer. And we also, where we need volunteers, we use some of the money to buy programs, to purchase snacks and things that they are going to use to develop the activities.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. And you have a heart to give because you are a social worker yourself, correct?
Yes, yes.
Yes. And you are in private practice. Can you tell us a little bit about your private practice?
So yes, so I do have, so I'm a clinical social worker and psychotherapist. So I'm based here in London, but I also see clients across Ontario because sessions can be virtual as well. So I do see clients who are struggling with anxiety, with depression, trauma. It could be either racial trauma or PTSD. I also see couples. I do both premarital counseling from the Christian perspective and from the clinical perspective, or those that are having relationship challenges. I do grief and loss as well. So yeah, so I do pretty much, I start from having brief interventions with people to going deep, like using EMDR. I think you're training EMDR. That's one of my favorite. I really, really enjoy it, and it helps clients a lot. So I can't overemphasize how useful it is doing trauma work with my clients.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And you know, a lot of people that aren't able to access counseling but are in need of counseling need different programs like what you've developed. You know, before we got on today, you talked about a foundation that you created. Can you tell us a little bit about that foundation to help people in need?
Yes, I can. So it's called Soft Wellness Integrated Foundation. So I created this foundation because I'm increasingly seeing clients who are interested in counseling but cannot really afford it. And you see them mostly from the racialized communities because of the jobs that some of them do have. A lot of them don't have jobs that have extended benefits. And it got to the point where I just thought I have to do something about it. And I created this foundation to raise funds for those that are interested in counseling but cannot afford it. So we do it in different streams. There's the stream where you can pick a donor. Because of confidentiality, we may not necessarily know who your client is, but you could say, I want my funds to be used on a student, a young single mom, a family that is struggling to integrate. So we have that stream. We also have a stream where you can raise funds and also provide money for us to do groups on psychoeducation, right? Because of racial trauma is on the rise, as we all know, especially during this time, and people have never really been keen to counseling. Yes, it's a good problem now that they are interested, but they don't really have the funds. And sometimes even when they attend, you use a lot of time on psychoeducation, telling them what counseling is all about. And sometimes you only just get to stabilize them and not really treat the problems that they are having. So we are working on developing groups starting this fall, where we're just going to be talking about counseling, what it's about, talking about mental health and mental illness, the importance of self-care, how to boost your self-esteem, because for people that have been going through challenges, you find that most often their self-esteem has been knocked down, and being able to even help them with resources, helping them to stabilize them during counseling is really helpful. And if we can do some of that work through groups, through treatment groups, so will really benefit the public.
Thank you so much, Scholastica, and we'll make sure to have those available to people as well. Thank you for being here. Congratulations again, and good luck with the foundation.
Thank you. Thank you again for having me.